When I first started going to what was Vineyard, I had just started dating Tim. He was living up north. I had just gotten a job down south.
Carly and I, we got married back in 2020. So it was right inside the pandemic. We were in the stage of the Brighton Liberty campus at the time, transitioning to become their own church.
Throughout the rest of 2020, it felt like church was just becoming more of a chore. It was becoming more of a, we've got to do this to help our friends. We're not doing it to fulfill our needs. We were doing it to help others. Till a tipping point, the end of 2020, about Christmas time, Tim and I started having discussions of, we just don't think this is really working. We didn't feel spiritually fulfilled. We didn't know where else to look. So after the new year, when Liberty and Brighton had joined, we had sat down with Jenny and we said, it's just becoming harder. Tim's got this job that's now down south. I'm down south in a really solid school and relationships there. It just felt like God was pulling us down there. There's got to be something more that we're not seeing. So we decided to tell her, we'd like to slowly, gradually kind of take a step back. We don't want to leave you guys hanging because we love you and we believe in the ministry that they wanted to create. But it just felt like we weren't supposed to be a part of it. So we spent basically a month really thinking about looking somewhere else. We had just gone to one other service and we just missed our people. We got back from that. It's just not our home church.
By that time, we had been still doing satellite messages from Vineyard when we were still with them. And Matt had kind of began preaching part-time, doing live teachings. And it was a combination of us visiting a church and then us having a good, maybe 3 or 4 services of seeing Matt do his thing. And just realizing, number one, that something was different where we were going. Still super uncertain, but there was something incredible happening. Seeing the church grow to what it's been in the past year and a half. I mean, just getting out of the theater, praise God. We have a lot more people from the community, some people that I recognize and some people that I don't, that are coming in, and just seeing the difference in what this church is doing for the community. Just an outreach and the times that we spend in service to minister to people we don't know and people that we've known for years, that have been a part of this community for years. And it feels like this church is finally centered around its community, and it's very publicly known that we will take every single minute that's needed during a service to make sure that we get what this community needs.
As we continue to go and we've got this new location and now we're New Wine, the aspect that we were missing in 2020 and in that early part of 21 has been met and is fulfilled. The way that this church challenges us to grow has helped us become more spiritually open to different things. I grew up Episcopalian, conservative, prayer, kneel, stand, sing, sit, kneel, pray, sing, communion, done. There wasn't time for me to open to the Spirit. And even before we became New Wine, I really struggled with that, with being comfortable being that open around people. And now I can't imagine going anywhere else. I don't know how to be open like that in another environment. I struggle with that now in my personal life, just being open in those kinds of ways with people. But here you can palpably feel the change. You can feel the Spirit move. You can see it, and you don't feel church isn't a task anymore. I look forward every week for another service, even if I'm there because Tim's doing sound from 6 in the morning until 1:30 in the afternoon. I enjoy every moment of it. The doing stuff with the children, watching the children's ministry grow, watching families thrive. It's become an environment now that Tim and I want our family to be at. It doesn't matter how far we have to drive. We want to be a part of this church.
If you believe that God has called you here for a reason, then give it a chance and absorb it. If you feel like this place is a calling for you, I mean, that's not a mistake. It's not a mistake. Like, you're in this room for a reason. You are around the people that you're around for a reason. And really just take some time to reflect on that and see what God has in store for you. Pray about it. Get to know some of these people beside you if you keep coming back. This is the place. This is the place to do it.